This is math for week 1 and 2 using the self-learning module. Isurat mo ng pangalan bago kita magpuon. So, ang title o ang pamagat, mag-add kita. So, this is all about addition. Task 1, there are missing text. I'd like to add first si Marta. Si Marta may 6 na dulce. So, it should be spelled like this. Or in English, we call it as candies or candy. Okay, for task 1, let's begin with this short text. Si Marta may 6 na dulce or 6 candies. Si Luis may 5 dulce or 5 candies. Perang dulce iguasin da Marta asin Luis. So how many candies does Marta and Luis have if they are put together? Okay, so may pirang dulce. Let's have first. May pirang dulce si Marta. So there is a missing question. May pirang dulce si Marta. So this should be first. This should be the first question. So pirang dulce. May pirang dulce si Marta. The answer is 6. And then may pirang dulce si Luis. The answer is 5. So how did we come up with 6 and 5? This is based on the illustration. For Marta, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got it correct. And then for Luis, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 candies. And then the last question, pirang dulce. Wrong spelling again. Perang dulce iguasin na Marta asin Luis. So how many candies does Marta and Luis have all together? Or if their candies are counted as 1, so how many in all? We have 11 as our answer. And how did we come up with 11? So simply we add the number of candies Marta has, and then the number of candies Luis has. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 is the correct answer. So joining together sets is what we are doing, is what we do in addition. Okay, so let's begin with gibuhon mo 1. Bilangon ang mga bilog, isulat ang number sa box asin mag-add. So for each, we have here 2 sets. So the first set, you have to count this, and then put the number on the first box, and then another set should be counted, and then your answer will be written on the second box. So we have here the plus sign. It means that you are to join them together. You have to count them as 1, and then your answer should be written here. So that is what you have to do for gibuhon mo 1 part A. So this is found on page 1, continued on page 2, 3, 4, and 5. So madali lang yan because you can see the number of circles, and then these circles will serve as your counters para you can count them all together, and then you can count them easily. So this is what you have to do for gibuhon 1 part A. Pause before you continue. For task 2 naman, if you're done with task 1, mag-addal kita pag-add gamit ang column. So, on task 1, you were able to write ang tawag pala doon, addition sentences na horizontal. Ibig sabihin, pahiga lang siya. So, but this time, we have to add them in column kasi ito ang parang activity before we proceed with adding numbers on parang sa challenge stage. Ano po? Okay, so beginning with this one, si Mario may 5 na bayawas or guavas. Si Julie may 4 na bayawas, or we call it in English as guava. Perang bayawas iguasin na Mario asin Julie. So this is the number of guavas. Okay, this is for Mario, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's why the 5 here is written. And then under it, we have here the number of guavas for Julie. So 1, 2, this is for Julie. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have here the 4 number. So how are we going to write it in columns? So simply, so you need to write 5 and then the symbol plus sign and then 4 under 5. So it means these are the numbers that we need to add, and then we need to put a bar so that we can, after the bar, we need to write the answer for 5 plus 4. So aside from we can write it sideways or horizontally, pahiga. So we can write it vertically. So ito may purpose, especially when there are numbers under ones, tens, hundreds. Pag ano na siya, 2 digits, 3 digits, that's the time. This is where we need to use how we can write it in column. So this is the answer from the questions. May pirang bayawa si Mario? 5. May pirang bayawa si Jean? Si Julie, I mean, 4. And then pirang bayawa si Guasinda Gabos? 9. How did we come up with 9? So simply we join the guavas all together, 5 and then 4. We have 9. So either you can add mentally, so 5 sa isip, and then imagine na lang 4. You continue counting by adding 4 more. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or you can have counters. Ito, 5 na to, given na to 5. This one, the number of guavas of Mario, this is understood as 5. So you continue 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's why we have the answer 9. Okay, for gibohon to naman, so this is somehow related to gibohon 1, but this time we need to add numbers in column. So what do we do is count the number of circles for each set. So may katapat siyang blank, and then from the numbers that you identified, they will be written in one column, and then you have to write the answer after the bar. Ano po? So, example, drawing ako ng circles naman. So, let's have 5 for the first set, and then I'll change it. Oh, sorry. I'll change naman to purple. Or purple naman. So, purple for the other set. And then, what we do now is, with the blanks, okay, may blank dyan. May blank, and then blank. Okay, move ko lang muna ng konti. So, you need to count, and then box provided, tapos may plus sign, and then a bar, and then a box for your answer. So, what we do is count first. Oops, nawala. Anong nangyari? Okay, let's go back to red. Oh, nawala. Anong nangyari doon? Okay, so this is 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what we do is write it into an addition sentence. So what do we mean by addition sentence? The numbers that you add plus the answer will make an addition sentence. So 5 plus 6. So, 5 na yan. You just continue counting 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, the answer is 11. So, that is what you have to do for gibohon mo 2 found on page 3. Pause to finish this part para maging madali naman ang susunod na activity. Okay, for task 3, ang pag-add na may regrouping. So, regrouping is the term used now. Yung previously, yung even when I was in grade 1, we call it with borrowing. With borrowing. With borrowing. With carrying. So, erase ko lang muna. Erase ko. Borrowing pala sa subtraction. Okay, let's continue. So, when we say with carrying, yan ang regrouping. So, I will explain why is it called regrouping for some numbers that need to be added. Okay, let's have first ang basket. May 12 na mangga. Double G dapat. Asin, 8 na mansanas. So, 12 mangoes, 8 apples. Pirang prutas igwa ang basket. So, we have here illustration. So, makakatulong siya in counting. But, may transition dyan as we go on to the next stage, yung mas mahirap-hirap na pag-addition, mas challenging. So, we can remove, we can have in place of these objects the numbers. Ano po? Okay, like for this one, so we have 1. Let's count this first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's why we have 12 here as our number. Okay, and for the apples, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have here 8. So what do we do here is we need to write them in columns to find the answer for this addition sentence para makompleto. So what do we do is 12 plus 8. If you notice, bakit wala ba ang 8 sa gitna ng 12 and 8? Okay, if you remember, we have the ones, tens, hundreds. So, kaya, kung nag-aral kayo noon, this will be helpful in writing numbers to add in proper column. So, like for example, 12. How do we write 12? Ang 2 sa 12 is ones. Ang 1 naman is under 10. So, that is how we should identify first the place value. Ano po? So, 2 ang nasa ones, 1 ang nasa tens. And then 8, saan ba siya ilalagay? So, under ones. 1 digit lang. So, yan ang gagawin natin. So, after identifying the place value, so they should be written in proper column. Lahat ng ones in 1 column, lahat ng tens in 1 column. So, hindi siya pwedeng sa gitna. Or else, kung anong magiging mali din ang answer. Like for this one, if you're going to put 8 under tens, then the answer will be very wrong, malayo as, from what we are going to count here. Okay, so after putting them in proper column, then we can now add. Okay. So, paano ang pag-add kan 12 plus 8? So, we can have here na dito na lang. So, it means that the answer will need a 2-digit number. Ano po? So, kapag ganyan, pag sobra na. Okay, so what do we do? So, adalan ta mo na ang paggamit kan white and blue chips. I change that into gray kasi ang printout is black and white. So, blue chips sa place value chart. So, kagaya ng what I demonstrated, itong place value chart, the ones, tens, and hundreds. So, the numbers should be written on the proper place value. So, let's recall first. So, using the white and the blue or the gray chips, ang white chip will be 1 and then will be equivalent to 1. Ibig sabihin ito 1. But if we're going to have 10 of it, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, kagaya nito, pag nagkaroon ng 10 na white chips, then it is equal to 1 gray for that matter. So, 1 gray chip. So, ibig sabihin, pag may mabibilang tayong 10 nito, we can change that into gray. Sa module nyo. Okay, halimbawa, we have here ang 4. So, nandito lang siya. Ang 6 naman, nandito lang under ones. Okay. So, what we do now, halimbawa ito, 10. Ang 10 naman is 1 na gray chip or blue chip and then 0 ones. Kaya 10 plus 0 equals 10. But, pag ganito naman mangyari, 10 and then 1, 10 plus 1 magiging 11. And so on and so forth. So, 10 and then 3 magiging 13 kasi 1 na 10 and then 3 na ones. Okay, how about for this one? We now have 2 blue chips or gray chips and then 5 na ones. So, this becomes 20, 2, 10, and then another 10, it will be 20, and then 5 is from here. So, magiging na siyang 25. Okay, ano ang basa mo sa number na ini? So, meron tayong 3 na gray or blue chips and then 3 na ones. O, anong number siya? So, simply, you need to put here. Kapag may blue and white, it means it will require you 2 digits. Also, with this one, isulat mo ano ang number na yan. If we have the blue chips or the gray chips and the white chips. Okay, paano pag-add kan 7 plus 5 gamit ang chip sa place value chart? Okay, step 1. So, wala ditong sasagutan. You just need to understand the different steps in adding numbers. Like for 7 plus 5. Okay, so andito na. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, it is now written dito sa place value chart, ang ones and tens. And then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, this is now written under ones. So, nandyan. And then, how do we find the answer? So, pag binilang to, isasama ang 7 and 5. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, that's why we have 12. But, is 12 correctly written following the place value? Okay, what do we do? I-regroup ta ang 10 sa 12. So, ano mangyayari? Kasi ang 12 pala, meron na tayong makukuhang 10. From where? Eto na nandyan na. It means this can be regrouped. Ibig sabihin sa regroup, pwede na siyang mag-transform. It can be put to another place value kasi nakabuo na ng 10. So, remember, 1 blue chip. Kung maaalala nyo, yung 1 blue chip is equivalent. Okay, I'll have it similar to that one. Okay, kapag may isang blue chip or in your case, we have the gray chip. Kapag may isa nito, this is the same with 5 of the white chip. Ano po? So, pareho lang. So, but if in this case, may nakita na kayong 10, then it should be changed into blue chip or the 10. So, anong nangyari? 12. We are not done yet with the answer 12, pero kasi we need to write it correctly. Okay, so we have here 10. Nakita nyo? Ito na yung tinuturo ko. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nakabuo ng 10. Ito, this will now be changed into 1 blue chip. And then, we have 2 left. So, mangyayari, nakikita nyo tong arrow. Ito, matitira dito kasi once siya, ito, malalagay sa taas. So, ibig sabihin, carry 10. Bakit carry 10? We transferred 10. If itong binilang natin, itong binilang sa baba na 10, nakalipat na siya doon. Kaya pag sinabing carry 10, ibig sabihin may nilipat ka, we were able to regroup it. So, ang nangyari, i-add ang number sa tens and ones. So, we have 12 here. Supposed to be 12 dito. Ang 2 lang na iwan. And then, carry 10. And then, when we add them, magiging ang 7 plus 5 is 12, carry 10, and then bring down 1. So, that's why we have an answer of 12. So, that is how we do, that is what we do in regrouping. So, paano ang pag-add kang 12 plus 8 naman? So, in 12 plus 8, so if you notice, ano na siya? We have here a 2-digit number and a 1-digit number. Okay, I'll change para red para makita. So, we have here 12 and 8. Ang unang ginawa, may mga circles, corresponding circles for each number. We have, makita nyo 12. Bakit naging 1 blue chip? Kasi may isa na siyang tens. Ano po? So, one blue chip and then 2 white chips. So, ito yan o. 2 white chip and 1 blue chip. And then 8, dito lang. This one. And what we do is write on proper columns, ang lahat ng ones magkakalinya, and then lahat ng tens magkakalinya. So, what we do is, we begin add the ones. Alin ang mga add the ones? Ito, 2 and 8. So, 2 plus 8, it's 10. But, we need to write it with only 1 digit. Ang mangyayari, yung 0, it will be left under ones, and then ito namang 1 will be carried 10. So, sasabihin dyan dapat, carry 10. Ibig sabihin, nilipat kang 10. So, what is now left? So, anong nangyari? Ito, nailipat doon. Kasi ito, makakabuo na siya ng 10. Okay, so i-add ang number sa tens and ones place. So, 2 plus 8, it's 10. Carry 10. Ayan na. Ang naiwan lang yung 0. Ano po? Because for each place value, it needs only 1 digit. And then, what we do is 1, add with 1, which becomes 2. Kaya, the number is 20. Okay. So, kung symbol lang siya, what we do is 12 plus 8. So, dapat yan magkakalinya ha. Ones, magkakalinya. Ang tens, magkalinya din. It happens na 1 lang siya, 1 lang and no other addends. But, we are not stopping there. So, gawin mo na yung pinaka-right. Ones mo na, add the ones. So, 2 plus 8, it's 10. So, 2 plus 8, it's 10. What we do, ang 0, dito lang muna. And then, this one, 1 na to, dapat i-carry 10 na siya. Kasi, more than 9 na ang answer. So, kapag 2 digits na, ibig sabihin, ang isa lang matitira dito, and then, the 1 will be carried on the next place value. So, we have 1 plus 1 equals 2. That's why we have the answer 20. Okay. On the next activity, gibuhon mo 3. What we have to do is, may ano na siya, given ang circles, what you have to do is, write the corresponding number for it. So, kagaya nito, 9 plus 8. So, saan mo ba isusulat ang 9? Saan mo ba isusulat ang 8? And then, you need to write the answer here. Ano po? And also, dito naman, don't forget the illustration. So, ano mo lang yung mga bilog-bilog. So, for this one, you need to have an answer for this one. Sa first na addend, saan mo ba isusulat ang 9? Dito. Dito ba o dito? And then, ang 8, saan mo ba isusulat? Under tens or under ones? So, for each item, there will be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 na answers. Okay. Ito naman, pause para ang number 1 masagutan. And then for number 2, we have 14 plus 7. So, sa 14, if you notice ito, 14, yan na siya. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1 naman is under this one, tens. Kaya 14. And then 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, ang problem, or if you can recall, where should you put 14? Saan? Ano ang number ang nasa tens? Anong number ang nasa ones? And then for 7, saan ba dapat isusulat? Dito ba? Sa tens or sa ones? And then, use the final box for this, for the answer, for your answer. And also, don't forget to include the illustration or the drawing. That is what you have to do in number 3. Ganun din po. Same procedure. Okay, pause to finish this part. Yung gibuhon mo 3. Adding numbers using by column. Pause para matapos ang page 7. And then, you can only proceed when you're done. And you may go to this part, mag-add, nakita, mayo, and place value chart. Bakit wala ng place value chart? Kasi nakasulat na siya in proper columns. All you have to do is add the numbers by following the steps. So, step 1, add the ones. And then, step 2 is regroup if needed. Pag sinabing regroup, may kailangang ililipat. Ano po? Regroup if needed. And then, write the final answer. So, these are the steps to follow for adding numbers. Okay, do I need to give a sample? Okay, pwede. Okay, example for this one. Okay. 17 plus 5. Okay. Alin ang uunahin? Okay. Take note of step 1. Okay. Erase ko lang para magkalapit. Wait lang. Okay. Dito tayo sa blank. So, let's follow the steps. Okay, add the ones, regroup if needed, and write the final answer. Wala. Final answer. Okay, example. We have 17 plus 6. Okay, nakasulat na siya in proper column. All you have to do is which one are the ones? Ano bang number ang under ones? So, take note na sa pinaka-right. So, ang under ones is 7 and 6. So, ang gagawin, para hindi na malito, kasi baka lumampas pa so using your fingers or if you have counters, ang 7, ilagay na sa isip. 7. And you have to add 6 with 7. So, ano ang 6 sa daliri? It's just like this. So, 5, isang buong kamay, and then 1 finger from your other hand. And then 7, sa isip 7. And then continue counting 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, you can have it. Siguro pwedeng, oops. Okay, 7. 7 plus 6 is 13. Okay, 13 ang answer. Pero, paano isusulat ang 13 dito sa baba? So, choose alin ba dyan ang ones, alin ang tens. So, dapat in proper column also. So, between 1 and 3 in 13, ang 3 nasa 1. So, this should be written under ones. Ang 1, hindi pa pwede kasi kailangan ililipat under the tens place value. Alin ang tens place value? Dito. Ano po? So, isusulat mo dito. Okay, erase ko lang to. So, and then we go back. Ang 13. So, 13 carry 10. Oops. Okay, so what we do is 7 plus 6 is 13 carry 10. So that is how we say it. Ano po? So let's begin. 17 plus 6. So 7 plus 6 is 13 carry 10. And then 1 plus 1 equals 2. So that's why the answer is 23. Okay, another. Sige, practice pa tayo. Kasi pag nag-assessment, I will let you illustrate. You have to show me how you answer it. Okay, another example. How about 19 plus 2? Okay, So, wala na yung problem kasi nakasulat na siya by column. So, take note, add the ones. Alin ba ang nasa ones? Yung nasa pinaka-right ninyo. Okay, ito, 9 and 2. So, 9 plus 2, 9 sa isip, 9, and then 2, 9, continue counting, 9, 10, 11. So, 9 plus 2 is 11. Alin dyan ang isusulat sa baba? This one, 1 carry. You say 9 plus 2 is 11 carry 10. And then, you need to add, meron pa pala. So, you need to add the 10. So, 1 plus 1, it's 2. So, the answer is 21. So, ganun ang gagawin. Okay, final example para hindi na malito. And then, para magawa nyo din to even without your parents' help. Okay, another example. Let's have, ano ba? 18 plus 5. Okay, let me see. Baka naisulat ko na yung gagawin nyo. Okay, 18 plus 5. Let's put a bar. Okay, 18 plus 5. Start with the ones. 8 plus 5. Sa isip ang 8. And then we need to add 5. So, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, 13. 8 plus 5 is 13. So, 8 plus 5 is 13. So, wag nyo muna isulat ang 1, but you need to put it, regroup. So, carry 10. So, 18 plus 5. 8 plus 5 is 13, carry 10. 1 plus 1 is 2. So, the answer is 23. So, that's it. That is how we are going to add numbers with regrouping. And this is what you have to do for this part. Okay. Pause para matapos ang 1 to 5. Erase ko lang to. And then, let's continue. Paano pag-add kan 8 plus 6 plus 5? So, if you notice, there are now 3 numbers to add. So, it means in addition, we do not only add numbers, 2 numbers, but pwede siyang 3 numbers, pwedeng 4 and pwede pang more. So, by the way, we call the numbers to add are the addends. Mga inihahalo, this is what we call addends. For this case, we have 8 plus 6 plus 5. So, we have 3 addends. And then, how do we add these 3? Kailangan bang sabay-sabay sila? No, there are ways for you to get the answer, not just one time, pero there is a technique. Okay, so adalan ta. May 8 na mansanas, 6 na mangga, as in 5 na bayawas. So 8 apples, 6 mangoes, 5 guavas. Pirang prutas gabos. So we have here the illustration and also the number for each set. So may pirang mansanas, the answer is 8. May pirang mangga, the answer is 6. Double G pa lang mangga. May pirang bayawas, the answer is 5. Pirang prutas gabos, paano ang pag-add? So there are different technique. So, what do we do? Pwede siyang 8 plus 6 plus 5. Pwede rin 6 plus 8 plus 5. Or, we can have 5 plus 6 plus 8. So, pwede siyang in any order because in addition, we can give the same answer even the addends are in different order. So, kahit pa yan anong mauna dyan, so they still will give the same answer. So, iyan ay isa sa mga properties of addition. Okay, so what can we do is we need to add 2 from those 3 and then followed by another. So, ito ang pwedeng gawin. So, ang ginawa, inuna mo ng 8 plus 6. So, 8 plus 6 is 14. So, after it, pwedeng 14 and then 5. So, nahuhuli. So, 14 and 5 equals 19. So, 19 is the total number of fruits. So, ang ginawa mo na, 8, ito mo na, 8 and 6. And then, after getting the answer for 8 plus 6, then, the third one, yung 5 na yan, is added to it. Thus, getting 19 as the answer. So, ang ginawa, ginamit yung 8 plus 6 plus 5. 5 na yung huli. Okay. For this one, solution number 2, ang inuna, 5 plus 6, then, followed by plus 8. Okay. So, if you notice, pare-pareho lang siyang number, pero iba-iba lang order. Okay. Inuna mo na 5 plus 6, it's 11. So, writing it again, 11 plus 8 naman ang sinunod. So, 11 plus 8, it's 19. What do you notice? So, kahit iba-iba pang order, kahit ano pa dyan ang mauna, as long as the same addends, they will still give the same answer. Okay. This is what you have to do for gibuhon mo 4. Add 9 plus 7 plus 4. So, mag-isip kayo kung anong gusto nyo. 9, ano mauna mo na, 9 plus 7 bago ang 4, or pwede rin 7 plus 4 plus 9, or pwedeng 4 plus 9 plus 7. So, you decide alin dyan ang susundin, alin dyan ang pipiliin nyo. You need to show one solution from on the first box and your second solution on the second box. So, you can make use of this pattern kung paano nyo gagawin. Ano po? Okay, for the next item, we have 5 plus 6 plus 7. So, you choose kung anong order ang gusto nyo. 5 plus 6 plus 7. Pwede rin 6 plus 7 plus 5 na order. Or you can have 7 plus 5 plus 6. So, you just choose 2 from this. So, don't forget, you can also add the arrows para hindi rin ako malito. And then, that's for the third item naman, we have 6 plus 6 plus 8. So, you can have a solution using 6 plus 8, or you can have 6 plus 8 plus 6, or you can have 8 plus 6 plus 6. So, pili na lang kayo dyan for you to show solution 1, and then another solution, another for solution 2. So, that's it for math weeks 1 to 2. So, if you want more exercises about this, so I will be leaving some copies on the table. Pwede nyo kunin para i-practice. Ano po? And then, I will send another video on how we can answer those those numbers in the ang tawag dyan, handout na. Hindi na module, handout na lang para sa practice. But it doesn't need to be submitted. So, pwede rin mag-check kayo kasi in the video, I will also include the correct answers para may practice din. After answering, i-check nyo kung tama ba. Okay, that's it for math. Goodbye.